Good morning and welcome. Today I thought we haven't been out here in the sunroom too much lately. Uh, I thought we'd do a little bit of a video here if I can get this here right to record right here. It's always fun getting things set up. You think you got everything figured out ahead of time and something moves, well, you don't get it. But I thought we'd do a little bit of something for fun today. I don't know about you, but I really like my tropical fruit. Pineapples is one of my favorites. But a good pineapple is kind of hard to find, and if you're up here in the north or in the far south, outside of the range. But we can always, when we find a good one, it really has a good smell. And we can get a good pineapple like that. This is one from Costa Rica. I really thank the workers who go through to grow all this, go through the effort to grow this pineapple. Really, we appreciate it. We want to make sure we appreciate that. But these things they're really fun to grow. There are other plants that put on a lot more bang for their buck. But one thing, these are easy to grow here if you have a good warm place to grow them. South-facing window with lots of light and take them out in the summer. Their plant really doesn't take a whole lot of care. And they're really cheap. And I occasionally will get a fruit. Take a plant like this one. This should bloom this year. And it'll make a little pineapple, maybe about that big as my fist there. And you let that thing ripen up just to perfection. They're just excellent. Of course, this plant will only produce one fruit, and then it will pop, and then we'll get more plants from that plant by taking these pups off the side like we have in this one here. This plant has no center. This is the original. The center died, but has put this pup on the side, and this will make a new plant for us as well. And that's one way we can increase our plants, is through these pups on the side. Now, as in all my videos, if you know something, I'm doing something wrong here, you have a better way, go ahead, feel free to put that in the comments. If you live in a place where these grow outside and you can grow these in the field, I'd like to hear about your experiences of growing pineapple. But for us up here in the snow and cold, pineapple's pretty easy to get us one. We just take our cleaver here and we go right up here close to the top. So we'll go right about there and slice through there. This is going to be a good pineapple. It really has a good smell. It's one of them that's probably going to come close to rivaling the ones that I've grown myself. We have to realize this fruit, when we get it up here, it can't be picked as peak for flavor because of shipping it. You're going to ship this 2,000-3,000 kilometers. It's going to sit around for a while. They can't pick it like you can when you have it yourself. And the same with something like a peach. If you really want an excellent peach experience, you got to go right out to that tree, pick that peach when it's just soft and just, they'll almost be ready. You can put your fingers right through them. They're so ripe, and eat it right there, sun warmed, and the juices just run. It's really hard. You just can't get that in the shops. But we'll take our core here, and we'll pull off a few of these leaves here on the bottom. Get a hold of that there. Just pull a few of these leaves off of that top. You don't have to take a lot of them off, but we'll pull just a few of these off here. Like I said, it's probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is stripping these leaves off. And get that core down like that there. And this is where our roots will form. Is right here is where our roots will form. It's more just about getting a stem to stick in the ground, really. A few more here. And generally I will let this here cork over overnight. That looks pretty good right there. And what I seem to have observed is those roots come out of where there's some little bumps right there. Little bumps here on the core of that stem there. I'll take a few more off. See if we can get above. See there, you can see another one really nice. Probably maybe better. But said I'm not a professional at this. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not a real professional at this. But I must do all right. I get a few pineapple just about every year. Every other year. It depends on how many plants I've got. These do take, for me here, about 3 years to produce a fruit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be our 8th plant in here. So hopefully we'll be getting these scattered out and start getting fruit just about every year, or every year get a couple anyway. We just take that after we let this cork over, and this is our pot full of soil. It doesn't have to be a very big pot to start with. Push that down in there. Pack that soil in around, that moist soil in around that root, or where the roots will form. And there we go. We just leave it. We'll just keep this soil damp and we'll leave it here. And it'll grow roots. And we'll know it's growing roots and growing. We start seeing leaves pop out of the top. It gets these longer leaves. Like so. We've got a little weed in this one coming. But this one has been gone. This is a little older one. We'll see it has, the top has changed its appearances. It's growing actually leaves have lengthened. We see new leaves are forming. But anyway, and they will go on and grow and become a plant like this. Flower stalk will come up out of the middle eventually. Little big bud on it. They'll have lots of little flowers on it. It'll look like a miniature pineapple with flowers on it, poking out of the sides. Each and every one of these was a flower. Each and every one of those was a flower on this pineapple. And it'll grow on and go ahead and hopefully make us a pineapple a couple years down the road. So anyway, just something that's a little bit of fun we can have out here in the garden or in the cold frame, or actually here we're in the sunroom, or that we can do over winter to get our hands dirty and keep that green thumb going. So I know there's lots of other varieties of pineapple out there. I only have what's common in the shops here. So anyways, if you have experience with pineapples, I'd like to hear from you. What kind of pineapples you have where you are. If you grow them, if you're in an area where you grow them, what kind of pineapples you have. And if I'm doing anything wrong or you think there's a better way to do this, let me know in the comments. And with that, go out there, have a wonderful day. Get those hands dirty, have some fun, try something new, and above all, keep growing.